Hey gang, Rodin here. Welcome back to the Gaiden, another episode in our playthrough of Super Robot Wars Alpha Gaiden for the PS1 from 2001. We are now at mission 20 in this playthrough, having now gotten a little bit closer to getting everybody back who we lost, about 6, 7, 8 episodes ago, when we got sucked through a great big time-space portal and got re-deposited on a much different Earth than we were on when we left. In the last episode, we were able to do a little bit of upgrading. Mainly what we did was we boosted up Zabungle a little bit, make him a little bit more robust. We didn't have much in the way of parts that we were able to apply, so we had to be slim in our pickings here. But let's jump into the next mission, because we've got a lot of ground to cover. We also found out in the last mission that the ship that we were fighting over with the enemy forces is the Rock Hylum, which is one of the first ships that we had back when we started. Now we've just got to get it out of the ground to be able to start using it. Now you have to remember that so far, as far as the story goes, Diana and the character of Kahel are actually switched. So this character in Diana we're looking at is actually Kahel, and Kahel is actually Diana. If that sounds confusing to you, I had to count at least 3 times to make sure I had that worded right as I was explaining to you. So, it's equally as confusing for me. It's anime, it gets very confusing at times. So you're just gonna have to bear with me on that. Meanwhile, Captain Phil here, who is very much a warmonger, he's very anti-Phil. I don't know many many Phils that are that aggressive. Of course, Kahel, posing as Diana, is going to argue that Phil's strategy is not going to be useful for anybody. We issued a unilateral declaration of nation founding the people of the earth would seek to stop us by force. The repatriates who we brought with us cannot hold out in this situation much longer. We have no time for deferrals. Meanwhile, Phil's like, yeah, we're already at war, so we just sit here and do nothing, we're going to be wiped out. Consul Milan and I will hold a planning session regarding how to attack the militia forces. I humbly ask you, Lady Diana, to bestow your recognition upon this operation. I need your signed endorsement. Right here in triplicate. Please do not muck up the carbon copy. And Will Game is still alive. There was no confirmation that he had actually died at the end of the last mission, even though we did have to blow his mech up. How dare I? I've been digging from one side of this valley to the other, unearthing spaceships and mechanical dolls, all in accordance with my ancestors. And now I'm meeting this woman who my dad was all fawning over and generations have fawned over, so are you somebody that I need to fawn over too, is basically what this discussion is going to be. There are many tales of romantic affairs with maidens who came from the moon. Oh, really? Dear Moon Digest, you're never gonna believe what happened to me. Due to their low social standing, all they could manage was quasi-hibernation. Quasi-hibernation? I've been in quasi-hibernation most of my life. Every time I want to get a decent night's sleep, something comes along and rouses me out of it. I can empathize with these moon folks if that's what they're having to deal with.
でも早く戻ってきてください。今の私にあなたしか頼れる方はいないのですか？
もちろんです、姫様。
Meanwhile, back at the wrench. The earth be done quakeneth. Still can't believe they dug up the rock island of all things. It's weird seeing one of our own ships getting excavated. It doesn't look like we'll be able to use it right away. Yeah, I suspect it's going to need a little bit of dry dock time, considering it's been basically buried under a mountain in a perennial dry dock for how long? So meanwhile, Koji's wanting to get back to their regular timeline and stop all this from happening. Yeah, layer of dirt's covering it. Nothing 300 tons of turtle wax wouldn't be able to just buff out. Don't talk to anyone else about this until we get instructions from the captain. Okay, I don't know who these people are. I'm a newspaper reporter in Knox. Uh-oh, the journalists are here. And I worked at the donkey bread store in Knox. So donkey bread is an item we've picked up, and basically it is a way for pilots to regain their special ability to refill it. There will be other items we can get throughout the game that should be able to replenish that to various degrees. Now there's this guy, Harry. Oh, so this is the guy that Cahel / Diana sent out. So the boron is stuck. Incredibly primitive machine. Reminds me of the Innocence Walker machine. Well, it's Boss Borat. It's nothing if not primitive. And of course, Boss is gonna bring him in after he'd already been told keep everybody out because it's Boss and he's comic relief. And somebody's got to be silly enough to let the story pan out in the way they don't want it to. Took them long enough. That's why I keep telling you to give it constant maintenance. Yeah, it is, boss. It's a pansy. It's Lieutenant Harry of the Royal Guard. What's he doing here? He don't look like the militia type, not the breaker type either. Of course, Lauren's gonna follow him because she knows who it is. In danger Cal becomes, even with Lieutenant Harry by her side. Lieutenant Commander Phil realizes we've switched places. My position here wouldn't make it much easier. I am deeply ashamed. Yes, I am going to blow it up, so I'd like to get you out of here immediately. I'm afraid I can't do that. Don't be absurd. I wouldn't desert anything. Real was like, what? Who said who to the what now? Yeah, meanwhile, she's over in the enemy camp. And I think that's them letting you know they just figured that out. Proximity alarm. So apparently Lauren had to disguise himself as a girl named Laura to be able to get out of whatever situation she was in. All right, time to go. We have a battle to fight. Things you see when you come investigate the relics of Black History. Of the Black History, I should say. Diana on the Soleil is an imposter, and the seal on recently honored machine is unmistakable. Should make a most excellent souvenir for Commander Gingham. So Snidely Whiplash sitting there behind the scenes, seeing all this unfold. We're at Mission 20, an invasion from the past, also known as a relic from the past. So we will have to wait for it to load up again and see how the board is going to pan out. Oh, it's Shagia and Olba, so the Snow Brothers are back. These two were not fun to deal with the first time we dealt with them. Because they're looking for the GX, and now that the Turn A is there, they're going to want both. Alright, so we only get to launch one capital ship. But from this, we should be able to launch 12 units. Okay, so I want... Gotta bring out the big guns. I should bring out the O3 because it has the map attack. Gotta bring out the Turn A. Now the GX Gundam I don't have in my ranks here, so... Let's see. I should bring out Zabungle. Question is, do I bring out Zabungle 2 or the GPO 1? Decisions. We'll go with this one. Duragama has departed with the non-combatants aboard. Those freak show Gundams won't make today the last time they attack us. So we gotta guard that one. Do we have to guard that one? If we have to guard both, that's gonna be a problem. Because they're not exactly across the street. And Harry is showing up in his gold sumo. The Diana counter has no mechs like those. The moon race is in one lone group. Okay, so... at the moment, take a look here, see what we've got to deal with. Okay, and are there any crates around that I need to worry about picking up while I'm here? None on this side. None over there. So we've got to make sure it looks like we block off that. And keep this guarded, although they're going to have to go through us to get here. Because we're all sitting here on the mountains, we're not going to be able to move very far for the ones who aren't flying. The ones who are, however, can obviously go right by all this stuff. Yoon hung back a little bit. Bring Harry straight down. And of course, like any game that's based on grid combat, it is always the problem of making sure that your guys can get to the spot you want them to. And when they don't, it's really annoying. Alright, so I think I want to keep the iron gear there, just because these guys are going to come to me. And if we get reinforcements showing up, I don't want to get flanked, and I don't want to leave that position completely exposed. Alright, and those Zakus are going to be underwater. They're going that way. So you're right, the enemy's aiming for the mountain cycle. Which means I'm going to have to kick in the jets and get at least a couple of people over there to start protecting it. But I can also tag these guys with the Gundam hammer. They're not super strong. Will this be enough to put it down? That's critical. See ya! Okay, I can deal with those Zakus. Okay, and then I will leave these guys here to deal with this stuff. Hang her back there. Then hopefully, again, as long as we don't get flanked up this way, then we should be able to get over here before they do. Yep, they're heading that way. So, best we get over there and cut them off. Alright, so we've got superior numbers because we've got, what, 6 on 4? And I've got most of my heavy hitters over there, which means I can have these guys pick off these guys. This will be good because it'll allow me to level them up a little bit. Yeah, you're not going to evade Quattro in that. That Zaku's not going to have a chance. Alright, I'm going to move her back this way. I got a bad feeling that if I leave that secondary spot exposed where the iron gear is, something is going to show up and flank us. But in the meantime, I will plunk him. Ooh, that was a critical. That's a whiff. And I'll have Koji head over this way because I know he's going to have to help out. Either with dealing with these guys or getting those 5 once they figure out what they're going to do. Bye-bye. Okay, now let's start dealing with these guys. You whiffed on that. Oh, and I whiffed on the hammer. That sucks. Alright, let's put this one down. Ooh! Z2. I have no idea what that is, but I wasn't expecting to pick that up. If this is the part where I'm going to complain about that, I got nothing for you. Which makes me wonder the same question. Will it do that here? Yep. Sazabi. Well, okay. They're still not moving. That one's almost toast. Needs 96 points worth of damage. Oh, and I whiffed. Ah, man, that's annoying. Alright. Hit the damn thing and be done with it. Go away. We hit that one for 75%, and that should take it out. And they go up a level. Beam rifle 66%. Will it hit? No, it whiffed. Which means I need Tetsuya to lock in. You're not going to evade 100% with a drill pressure punch. You are going down. And you go up a level. Cool. We fended off that attack. Alright, now what I think I want to do is I want to be able to bring everybody else over here that in case... if we are able to send everybody at those 5 and not get reinforcements... Oh crap, the GPO2 is here. So they stole the GPO2 again. Alright, so those guys are holding still. Of course he's going to defend, because... he wants to be able to not get hit too much. But that's why I feel better having these guys here. But I need to have more hit them. Which means... head them up and move them out. Oh, I can't launch them because they already came in on this turn. Damn it. Okay. Ooh, okay, that was a bit stiff. We can whittle them down. I should be able to heal up both Tetsuya and Koji because they have guts. as does Ryoma, Hayato, and Benkei. It's sold as Voltez. He hits me with a Mega Sonic Cannon, which I'm okay with only because it's going to drain his life down considerably. Can I evade that? Yes, I can. And I evaded that. Excellent. I still gotta whittle him down a lot. He's still going to defend, which there's nothing I can do about. We got a skill point. So Midgard failed in that case, so this would be a good opportunity for us. Cool, we kept the GPO2 out of enemy hands. So Goldie ran out. Should we go after him? No. And the Frieden has arrived. Camille and Hyoma and the others are on it. So they're back from Fort Severn. So we got the band together. We got Donkey Bread, Hybrid Armor, and Harry's Glasses. The hybrid armor is going to be good. I don't know what Harry's glasses do. Hopefully they'll do something in terms of allowing me to have accuracy. But it's interesting because in my notes for this, it looked like we were supposed to have the Gundam Wing in this mission. And obviously we didn't have them. So they're gonna dismantle it? Don't dismantle the GPO2. We freaking need that thing. It's crazy that in all the times I've played these games, I think the GPO2, I don't think I've ever been able to actually use it in any fight in which it's appeared. They were always like, nope, it's too dangerous, take it apart. Or as soon as you get it back, dismantle it, because it's just going to absolutely wreak havoc on everything. It's like, really? But we can do so much damage to enemy forces with it, even without using the nuclear bazooka. That's why the GPO2 is such a dangerous thing. It's why it's in 0083 Stardust Memory, it's the key plot point in the entire OVA is that what it's capable of, that we can't use it, is really frustrating. So this is the Queen of the Moon. Laron Kahak. Your dear Kahelheim is in a very distressful situation right now. Yeah, you may be understating it there, considering she's the figurehead for the enemy forces, supposed enemy forces.
Laron Seak. 力を貸しておくれ。
So it's one Sahak, not Kahak.
あるんでしょうか?
You better if you're piloting the Turn A, because the Turn A Gundam is... It doesn't look like much, but it's one of the more powerful Gundams in the entire franchise. Once you unlock its special abilities and you bring out its advanced attacks, oh my god. That thing seriously does some harm to enemy forces. Uh-oh, Tetsuya and Kenichi have gotten into a scrap. If you don't get it, I'll repeat as many times as it takes to sink in. Why did you remove the nuclear bazooka the moment you... Why didn't you remove it the moment you found it? Now Tetsuya's gonna go sulk, because that's what Tetsuya does. I've set my piece, now I'll be in my quarters sulking. Alright, and we are at the intermission. So, we've got 62,000 in funds. What I want to see is, I want to see what the parts we got, because we got some really interesting stuff. So we got another hybrid armor, which is great. Harry's glasses. 50% hit rate of all weapons. Oh my gosh. Jackpot. That I'm definitely putting on somebody as soon as humanly possible. What else did we get? Oh, we got units is what we got. So the two things that we picked up, Ooh! We picked up another Gundam called the Z2. And we got the Sazabi. Which one is this? Oh my! Okay, so looks like I'm going to have some switching to do and have some pilots to put into some shiny new toys that we're going to have to look into upgrading. Because if we've got the Z2 and the Sazabi, I want to see what the capabilities of those are. So, in the next episode, or at least between that, I will take a look-see at those. We will allocate funds as we normally do. We will apply some new parts to new mechs. And, yeah, we will get cracking on the next one because we jumped to mission 21. And then we get to see where we go from there. So, in the meantime, my name is Ronan. It's been great to spend this episode with you. Be safe, be well, happy gaming. We'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.